Welcome back to Resident Evil 4 Part 8. Like, Resident Evil 8, which is a homage to Resident Evil 4. It all ties together, though I don't think we're going to see anything in this part that specifically ties to Resident Evil 8. No dolls in this game.
But you are in a castle.
It's true, we are in a castle, which was, it truly was the best part of 8. Oh, and since we last recorded, Zach has officially finished the original Resident Evil 4 for the first time and has started playing the remake, so he'll have some new things to say about how the original is aged compared to the remake and all that kind of stuff. Oh, what?
Mr. Kennedy?
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
Shit.
I always wish Salazar would flip you off at that part.
The way he says, I wonder if you can see where I am. It's like, is he not, like, wearing pants or something?
But yes, I've started the remake. My downfall into loving Resident Evil 4 continues.
Oh no. Zach likes a good game. What the fuck is wrong with the world?
I'm gonna try not to talk too much about the remake because I want to stick to Resident Evil 4.
Right.
But I do also really
Yeah,
like...
you want to talk about Resident Evil 4, not Resident Evil 4.
But I do like Resident Evil 4 original, and I'm having a lot of fun with remake.
I suppose you didn't
Parried
shoot
it, Brandon. Jeez.
Oh yeah, you could have parried.
Yeah, I really should have Yep, I should have knife parried.
Although, question, because I just now thought of it. Can you knife things out of the air? I'm guessing not.
Oh, maybe.
I think you can in this game, but I'm not sure.
I think you might be able to, yeah.
Okay, because I only just now thought about doing that. Because you could shoot them, so I wonder if the knife also will do it.
Yeah, I think the reason the remake made that a mechanic is like a lot of the remake's gameplay decisions, which were just to be like, hey, there was that thing that some, like, big players of the original game would do because they, mastered its techniques, so why don't we just make that an actual mechanic of the remake, which seems to be a lot of their philosophy when developing it.
Yeah, the more jaded part of me wants to be like, but it's just a remake of Resident Evil 4, but the older part of me that just doesn't give a shit about that anymore just goes, yeah, but it's fun and I'm enjoying it, so shut up.
Shut up, that stupid part of my brain.
Yeah, Zach's, he's having issues with Resident Evil 4 remake because of his nostalgia of playing Resident Evil 4 from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he agrees with the Crobecat video when it was originally saying that the remake had no soul.
Yeah, the Crobecat video went from saying it had no soul to, just comparing the masterpiece to another masterpiece. And then, when everybody called him out as, yeah, dude, but you're just changing that to go along with everybody else is saying so you don't get hate. He then changed it back because, people called him out on his shit.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's a shame because I used to really enjoy just Krobcat's videos. Not so much because I consider them the definitive opinion on everything because they're highly curated, heavily edited videos. But, he is a very good editor. He's good at just telling stories through just editing footage of the game and YouTube channels and stuff together. But, yeah, when he edited together Resident Evil 4 and was like, oh, look, this game is soulless because you can't look up Ashley's skirt, I was like, dude, you've officially lost my respect.
Yeah, it just blows my mind, like, how someone, even, like, for him especially, would do, like, especially the fact that a lot of other people were just like, no, yeah, Resident Evil 4 Remake is fantastic. Like, yeah, obviously it's not going to be the same as the original, but, like, it doesn't have to be. It's just its own thing, and when it does its own thing, it does a good job with it. Like, I don't know what else to really say.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Crobecat video, but I have seen Yahtzee's, and Yahtzee's opinion is pretty much, it's different, and I don't know why they made it different, so it's bad.
Oh, really?
Really?
It's more nuanced than
really?
that, but he pretty much goes, what's the point of remaking it if you're just going to change a bunch of things?
I mean, I haven't ever agreed with Yahtzee's opinions on, okay, well, a lot of things, but especially Resident Evil. Ritual preparation. Thanks to the efforts of the Navistadors, we have been able to recapture Ashley. We shall prepare for the sacred ritual as quickly as possible and make Ashley an official member of the Los Illuminatos. While we prepare for the ritual, those of us who feel inclined can attend to our American friend. We should be able to hold off our friend for a while at least by jamming the gears in the clock tower with something. I think if we jam the gears in 3 places, it should give us enough time to prepare everything for the ritual. Now go and entertain our American tourist.
I'm not gonna make a joke about it.
Okay, so I got 2 of them, but I still need to find one
I'm
more.
not gonna make a joke about it.
Oh, it's literally right
Talking about
there.
gears, I'm not gonna make a joke
So
about it.
yep. Alec, what's going through your mind? What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's gears. There's a potential dumb joke I can make, but it's too stupid and too obvious.
Alec, these are not of that material, so you can't do it.
I think Alec is guilty of making a joke about gears.
He actually did it.
Oh, I was thinking like Metal Gear.
No.
Brandon, come on. You notice at this point what we're gonna joke about.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to hopefully think that you could tell a different joke for once. Think of some other series that isn't Guilty Gear.
Okay, I'll talk about Postal.
Oh.
Yeah, Postal's a great game to talk about.
Yeah, especially because if you describe the things that happen in them, you get demonetized.
But we need money. How else are we going to make money on these videos?
Oh, yes,
All
the
the
money we make.
$0 that we need to get.
Yeah, we're going to have to replace Leon's gun with a walkie-talkie, actually, to be more advertiser-friendly.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a obscure movie reference for you to make, Zach.
Oh, I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, well, of course, you've never actually seen it. I mean, I wouldn't expect that much of you. But at least you know the obscure reference to something that happened behind the scenes of the making of it. Like, what the fuck?
I don't even know what the heck you guys are talking about.
Zach is referencing the making of Steven Spielberg's E.T.
Oh, okay.
When they re-released that... Oh, God damn it. When they re-released that movie later on in theaters, Steven Spielberg did the thing that George Lucas did with Star Wars. Fucking goddamn it. The thing that Steven Spielberg did with Star Wars, where he was like, oh, well, these are kids' movies, so we should take out the violence. So at the end of the movie, when there's all these cops holding guns, instead, at the end of the movie, they're CG edited to be holding walkie-talkies.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they got rid of the guns entirely, so it's just people pointing fingers at Kaiba was, I think, or something like that.
Don't move, or we'll shoot you with our invisible guns. No, they don't even point their fingers. They're just holding nothing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Now, you see, this was a really good moment for the mine thrower. One of the only, like, 3 moments the mine thrower was really good.
Oh, well, all the good that did. For the mine thrower.
The mine thrower, you only need 1. You only need
But
1
if you think
dart.
about it, the value of a mine thrower mine is more than a few sniper rounds.
This is true. The mine darts don't drop very often for a weapon that's not very useful. I got more value out of the Punisher than I did mine thrower.
What silly hatches for them to drop out of that have no, like, ladder or staircase?
I mean, that's what I love about Resident Evil 4 is the fact that, like, I almost forgot just how kind of goofy it gets. Because I know it's a goofy game, but, like,
God.
man, I'm just, like, reminded again how goofy it is.
Oh, that was another one of Yahtzee's complaints, was that the remake removed too much of the goofiness and therefore removed what made RE4 enjoyable in the first place. So I guess technically Yahtzee agrees with the whole it's soulless thing.
I find that completely ridiculous. There's tons of stupid bullshit in the remake.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously it's not as goofy as the original game, but there's a bit of it still in the RE4 remake. Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay.
Although Yahtzee did at least say that Luis is better in the remake.
Okay, that's good at least.
Good. Zach, how far are you in the remake?
I just beat the... Oh, they have a name. The two chainsaw women.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, okay. So, yeah, you still aren't in the castle yet.
Oh, yeah, Oh, yeah, that's right. I just got to the castle last time I played. I have not seen Remake Salazar yet.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of similar. But like everything else in the remake, it's toned down a bit.
Yeah, speaking of being toned down, I think this game's head explosions are kind of better than the remakes, honestly.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty more satisfying because it has like more like a pop in this game, but I think in the remake it's a bit more like. It's been a while.
I barely hear the head explosion in the remake, and I barely even tell when it happens. The original just put so much oomph into it.
Yeah, so therefore, it's like you just said that RE4 remake has no soul then.
Yep, that's right. I'm gonna be one of those people.
Oh no!
I mean, obviously, there's gonna be things about like RE4 remake that are kind of a bummer. It's like, that kind of sucks, but it's not like anything where it's like, oh, the game is soulless now. It's like, oh my god, like come on.
I think it's fine for both games to have their own interpretation. It gives a reason to play both.
Exactly.
I don't think the remake is going to take over the original.
I mean, I really like the fact that the remake kind of like fucks with you from like your memory of like how the original game works. Because I know, especially with Brandon, we might have already talked about this before, but like there's like that one moment like where you're like at the village and like all like the enemies are around you and stuff like that. Like if you go up the one tower, it falls down and breaks. Like it's kind of cool that it tries to like to mess with you and stuff like that. If you already played the original game before.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuances that are made specifically for people that have played the original, on top of being accessible to people that haven't played it. Oh, this fucking
I'm going to be honest. I know you earlier talked about the other room, but I think this room is worse. I hate this one. I don't understand how the claw guys work, especially in relation to the mine thrower. Which, I mean, I know who the hell cares about how the mine thrower works with them, but I tried to experiment with it so often. Like, I tried to see if they would get attracted by the explosion. I don't think they do, because I swear every time I shot it, and then it would explode, they would come right at me, regardless of where I was. It's just when it exploded. When it exploded, they would just know my location immediately. And I'm like, how does this thing work?
Damn it.
I was trying to think about it, because I think there's times, too, like, where... I mean, I guess even if you shoot a gun and stuff like that, they usually know, like, oh, hey, that you're standing right there, but...
I feel like it treats the explosion like I just shot it, even though the explosion's on a timer.
Yeah,
so it's really
it is
weird.
kind of strange.
Yes.
Don't be like me. Actually use your grenades. I had a moment where I had just... 4 hand grenades, 4 flash grenades, and like 6 incendiary grenades.
I'm just like,
and eventually I just used them all in one section.
Oh my god.
Wow, Brady, you did that on your first try.
Holy shit.
I'm amazed.
It probably helped the fact that he did use the Magnum on them, which I don't blame him, because
that
it's
is
like,
true.
Yeah. Not to downplay his skills or anything, it was just like, that's probably a smart thing to do, just to get this done and over with.
Right. No, I mean, usually, because I would hold on to the fucking Magnum for way too long most of the time when I played the game originally. So I was just like, this room, I just give it up. And thankfully, both of them triggered their animation where they went around me and stuck their claws into the wall, so I was able to use it.
That was that was what I did. I overvalued the Magnum. I don't think I used it until an upcoming boss fight.
Right. Okay. Now I think, well, I mean, I still have that rocket launcher I should probably use for something. I mean, it would be kind of cheap in a Let's Play to skip the boss.
I mean, tons of people do it.
Okay.
Because I love Resident Evil 4 so much, I beat Resident Evil 4, and immediately watched a playthrough of Resident Evil 4 right after.
Oh yeah, he did. No, that is true.
Yeah.
Brandon, you should be careful when getting me into things. You should have learned your lesson from the last time.
Yeah.
You get like overly obsessive over it and then watch like a ton of it. Not like with Steven Universe with me. Oh no, I didn't like obsessively watch that show or anything.
Alec, do not say the word Steven Universe on YouTube. The algorithm will pick it up, and the Steven Universe endless supply of video essays of people that really, really irrationally hate the show to death will come after you.
God damn it.
Steven Universe is a weird show where both the lovers and the haters are equally awful.
Yeah.
The only other show that comes to mind when it comes to that is Rick and Morty.
Leon! Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's time to throw in the towel?
Oh boy. Let's see if I can get this right.
Oh. Yep, you got it.
One question I've always wanted to ask when it comes to these QTEs, can't you just hit LT, RT, X, and A all at the same time and you'll always pass every QTE?
Don't fall for this.
I think if you are still hitting the wrong button first, it's still gonna deny you.
Okay.
That's how I think it works too, yeah.
Also, I love that segment. Leon uses his random grappling hook that shoots at
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah.
We shall prepare for the ritual!
Oh man, the ritual, it's so plot important in this game.
You're alive.
It does so many
Yeah.
things.
I mean, the ritual is more plot important, honestly, in the remake.
So maybe you have 9 lives, but it doesn't matter.
I know it's what everyone loves about this game is the really cheesy dialogue, but I kind of felt like a lot of it just is very bizarre.
Say whatever you please.
Like, okay, everyone brings up your right arm comes off. At least that one had a line leading up to it. There's a lot of weird, cheesy lines Leon says, or just a character will say, that I feel like does not respond to what the character before them just said.
Yeah.
I mean, I would very much assume that the actual voice acting was recorded separately. So that could also explain why some of the delivery feels a little disconnected.
Oh no, not
on top of the writing.
I was gonna say I'm not talking about the delivery. I think the delivery of all these lines is probably the best these actors could have done, considering how weird they are. I'm more talking about the writing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because, yeah, I kind of noticed that too when I was playing.
Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
Yeah, I don't think it's because of the delivery of the lines. I think it's just the actual writing.
Right.
Ooh. I already got the striker.
Strike a stranger.
Yeah, the playthrough I watched just used the striker as like a main weapon, and I can see why, but I love the riot gun. Oh, the riot gun is sexy.
Yep. It's really good, Zach. No time to kill it.
No, the riot gun!
And get that motherfucking striker. I love the striker.
I mean, you should. The striker's really good, but why riot gun?
I feel like they really nerfed the striker in the remake, because I swear to God, it feels like you have to be like right up on their ass to use it on them. Or at the very least, that was my experience with it.
I mean, from what I saw from the playthrough I watched, they kind of have to. The striker was really good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because it makes sense, because the gimmick of it is that it's supposed to have a really wide spread, so it's really good for like big groups and stuff like that. But at the same time, man, like you have to get up on their ass like for it to actually be like effective. Which is extremely ironic because shotguns in real life are actually super accurate. But they have to be like nerfed for video games because they would just be way too powerful if they were like as accurate as they were in real life.
Oh, this fucking thing.
Yep.
Fun.
I also like how in the remake, you know, the merchant just is using one of these as a little mini shop just out in the middle of the sewer hole, which I guess still makes more sense than in this game where he's just sitting at the bottom of this death pit with you. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the fact that in the cutscene, like it shows like it's going like at supersonic speed, like it's gonna get you like any millisecond, and then it's just like, nope, there's still a few seconds before it actually gets to you.
Yeah, this part terrified me. I kept walking very slowly, holding my fingers over all the QTE buttons.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because I remember when I got to this part too, I was like fucking terrified.
No, you don't have to be terrified for a while, but you will be terrified.
Yep.
Yeah, there we
there
go.
you go.
This part took me so long because I was kind of an idiot in it, honestly.
Oh. Almost missed that one. Okay. I'm trying to pick up any items, I guess, before he actually starts doing his thing. Okay.
You know, maybe if I did it like the 20th time, it will work.
Okay, so I didn't know you could kill him. I just waited for the timer. But I also did not know how to escape this room. I stayed in this room so many times and kept dying in it because it's so cramped. But yeah, you could just go up to it and check it, and yep. Yeah, you could just do that. I didn't know that until like 8 deaths later.
Oh my god.
This is why I didn't want Brandon watching me while I played it.
Oh no, Zach, this part is tough. Okay. Get that. Got him. Alright.
Oh, so you're just gonna, yep.
Yep.
I don't think he can be damaged or flinched until he's frozen.
Hey, buddy.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Good, good, good.
Not to toot my own horn, but I don't think anyone will be able to beat my scream of terror in Resident Evil 6.
Oh, yeah.
What part was that, Alec?
It was like the moment like where the game made it look like Leon was gonna fall into the cliff from a cutscene, and I freaked the fuck out because I was afraid like it was actually gonna make him die, and then we had to redo that level again. That was the scream of a man that was like, I do not want to play more of this game than I need to.
Yeah, that noise is magical, and I don't think Alec could recreate it if he wanted to.
I don't think I could ever. Yeah, that was just pure, pure terror.
Come on, you.
And again, Resident Evil 6 does that to people because it's really bad. I'm usually the kind of guy that likes to defend the game that everyone hates on, but it feels like Resident Evil 6 came out, a lot of people didn't like it, and now all of a sudden people are reviewing it and just going like, it's just kind of okay, and I'm like, no, it's not even okay.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Oh, like, even if, like, you learn more of the mechanics and stuff, and it's like, sure, it might make it more fun, but, like, the game is still awful.
Alright, what are we gonna do now? Firepower is 11 on that. Firepower is what on the striker? 7. Okay, yeah, let's use the sniper rifle on him. Fuck.
Thankfully, his animation took a while.
Yep.
Oh, if you're holding a grenade, you actually run faster.
Oh, I think I've heard about
Oh,
that.
so Zach does the speedrunning trick.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, you asshole. Get in here. Nope.
Wait, what?
Oh my God.
I was gonna say, what was going on there?
Yeah, I was like, what was happening?
Somehow he still missed me, even though I fucked up the QTE.
I think it's because you were activated. I think it's because you activated that moment.
Oh.
Come on, you bitch,
Holy
die.
shit. Yeah, I don't think I tried to kill him when I played it. I just, like, escaped. Like,
Anything left.
because I assumed that, like, I didn't know if he had, like, infinite health, but, like, I thought, like, the point was that you were supposed to run away from him. Oh my God.
That's pretty much how I was feeling after, like, try 11 or something.
What about down the hall? No, okay, you crushed the door, it looks like. Oh!
Oh, damn, okay.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fuck.
there's no going back.
Oh,
Fuck.
Like, I did the speed running trick because sometimes it feels like even when you're running, Leon is so slow. But when I learned
Fuck.
that you could hold a grenade to run away faster, I ended up using that. And it honestly helped me in a lot of situations.
Fuck, I don't have enough time to reload or...
It's always interesting in games like where there's like a weird quirk, like if you hold like a specific item or if you like look at a specific direction or whatever like that, like you just move slightly faster. I always find it like interesting.
Oh, it works with any one-handed thing, including the egg.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like okay, yeah. Oh no, well, it looks like you can hit
Wait,
him.
that does damage?
it does, just not as much as freezing them.
Probably, yeah.
No,
Oh,
you
I
know what,
thought
'cause
like you had
think
to hit his face or something.
I think I do remember using the riot gun, and it did stun him a little bit, but I eventually just gave that up.
Nice try. Oh.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay.
Not gonna
Yeah,
take
so the
any
first aid
chances
spray.
here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too, yeah. Try just like shooting at the face area. Because it seemed like whenever you hit him there, it did something. Or you could just leave.
Well, we got that at least,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I already put so much of my ammo into him. I'm gonna give this a shot.
Oh no, sunken cost fallacy. Sunken cost fallacy!
I mean, Alec, he's already spent so much ammo. At this point, he's committed.
I know, I'm just being an ass.
No, I know, but...
Oh,
got him.
oh, okay, he literally just, okay. I guess not, sunken cost fallacy.
Oh, that's
And
how
the
you
crown
get that.
jewel. Yep, the crown jewel then goes on that crown.
Crown jewel.
We still have one crown jewel left, though.
Okay, because I think I got 2 out of 3 of them, and that would explain why I didn't get that one.
Yeah, part's always really tense, but fun. They don't change it much in the remake because they didn't really need to.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't really change the fight against the fish monster. Well, I guess it's not a fish. It's more of a... Oh, there's
In
a-
the remake, it looks more like a salamander.
That's all I was thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
salamander.
The American pig. Salazar had his chance. Krauser, go get the girl.
It's Krauser, guys! We all know Krauser, right?
Oh yeah!
While you're at it.
Consider it done.
He's so important to the Resident Evil canon.
All right.
Progress.
Yeah, I know, right?
The only game I ever beat before Resident Evil 4 was Resident Evil 7. We did a playthrough of that, by the way. Watch it. I was just like, who's Krauser? Is that someone I'm missing? And it's just like, no. He was not a guy I was missing. He's just...
He literally just
introduced in
shows up
this
for
game.
RE4.
Okay. Lewis's memo.
Oh! Sorry, go ahead and read this and I'll talk about it later.
The first Castellan buried the Lost Plagas deep underground below the castle to hide their very existence. But when Salazar released the Lost Plagas, no one thought he would bring them back to life. Because when Salazar found them, they were all just fossilized remains. Everyone knew that the parasitic organisms could not survive without hosts, that they couldn't sustain life on their own. But when Salazar and his men excavated the remains, it almost appeared as if the Lost Plagas were just waiting to be discovered so that they could resurrect. Several years later, unexplainable convulsions started occurring among the villagers who helped with the excavation of the Lost Plagas. Then, one day, all of a sudden, these villagers turned into violent savages. They later found out it was caused by the Lost Plagas. Although they appeared fossilized, they were able to survive the long years by lying in a dormant state at the cellular level, remaining in a spore-like form. Apparently, during the excavation, the villagers inhaled the spores, and within the bodies, the parasites became active again. This is how the Lost Plagas are resurrected. Even as I'm writing, the excavation of the Lost Plagas continues. God only knows how many of these Plagas have been resurrected, not to mention the countless number of ganados that have been created. Their inhumane activity must be put to an end. If they are not stopped, people around the world could be turned into victims of this crazy cult organization.
Two things. One, this had to be pointed out to me and I feel stupid. You don't need to say the Lost Plagas, it's just Lost Plagas. Lost is already the. So
Oh,
they're saying
yeah.
the.
It's like pointless. It's kind of like when you say like chai tea, but like Chinese
Yeah.
tea or something. So you're saying tea.
I didn't know that until Across the Spider-Verse, I'm going to be honest, because
Yeah,
I've always
same.
heard of it as just chai tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And two, Brandon, are you going to show off the speedrunning trick with the striker?
I mean, I could, I guess. I've never actually attempted it before.
It doesn't look super difficult, but it might take a few tries.
Okay.
It's time to save frames, guys.
Buying.
Well, I don't expect Brandon to do it the whole playthrough. I just feel like we should show it off.
Oh, yeah.
Although we have to show it off for the ending.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh yeah, the ending, of course, is what I was thinking of mainly.
Come back anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, to think at the beginning of this playthrough, it still throws me off. At the beginning of this playthrough, I'm just like, yeah, I've never played Resident Evil 4, and I don't know how much interest I have, but, you know, I would join for this playthrough just because Resident Evil 4 is a game Brand and Alec both love, and a lot of people love it, and the remake was coming out, so we thought it'd be a good way to get viewers. But then I was like, you know what, I'm tired of not knowing anything about it, I'll play it. And now here I am, I've beaten it, and I'm playing the remake, and I really love it, and it's so weird. It's weird.
You are a weird person, Zach.
I am. I'm the only one that could just be like, oh, Resident Evil 4 is actually as good as everyone says it is.
Oh! Good thing good!
Good thing isn't always good.
Zach just thought we were full of shit, and he was just like, oh yeah, you guys suck. Your opinions suck on things, so Resident Evil 4 is probably just for cringe babies like you guys, so...
Look, I've been burned by games that people have said were really good for, like, a very long time.
Like, fair, yeah. Like Ocarina of Time, for example. What?
What? Wait, what'd you
I'm
guys
sorry,
say?
what?
Nothing. Don't worry
Nothing.
about
I didn't say
Okay.
anything.
Oh, Super Mario Sunshine is the one that I'm going to bring to mind.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Oh, you don't need to do that yet.
Oh no.
Brandon, is your game okay?
Yeah,
is your
just
game
a
okay?
second. There we go. Yeah, it does that sometimes where it randomly goes black and I have to reset the window, and I have no idea why that happens.
Can you check to see if it's still recording?
Yeah, I would say, is it still recording?
Yep, it's still recording.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
need to
I was
make
scared.
sure.
I just got
Because I
scared.
think the last time that happened, it stopped.
Yep.
motherfucker. Oh, come...
Also, to me, it feels like earlier in the game, if they held on for the dynamite for too long, it would eventually explode. In starting with this segment, or at least a little bit earlier, I swear the dynamite just stops exploding until you shoot it, or until they throw it.
Oh, weird.
I don't know, maybe it was just me, maybe it's a longer fuse than I think it is, but... I remember earlier in the game, there would be parts where if you just let the dynamite slowly burn, they'll eventually explode. But now you have to actively shoot it or kill them and then it'll explode.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess I never really noticed it. Although, to be fair, I guess I usually actively try to shoot the dynamite out of their hands anyways, but...
Oh, hi. Oop. Finally. Da 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 da.
Oh, okay, you went for that reference. I was gonna go the pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever!
Oh man, damn it, that should have been the one I went for.
Actually, I'm shocked.
Yeah, you think I would be the one to make it, but no, I love that fucking movie so much.
I mean, I love it too, but I would say you're probably a bigger fan than me, but I still definitely love it.
Yeah, we recently watched all 5 Indiana Jones movies, because that includes Dial of Destiny. And I feel like there's going to be a moment later where it will be the most relevant.
I thought you would have exploded at this point. Just explode.
Yeah, see, I told you. Nobody believed me.
No,
They called me crazy.
I did it before. There we go.
Nah, Zach, I don't think you're crazy. I just think you're weird.
Audience, vote in the comments. Do you think I'm crazy or weird?
Do you agree with Alec and think his older brother is weird?
Please give us engagement.
Please. Just say anything. Or maybe not just anything, but like something related to the video.
To think these guys were the thing that scared me when I originally attempted the PS2 version of this like so many years ago. And then I run into the chainsaw guys and I just knock them down with a shotgun and I go, oh, okay.
Yeah, because in the original game here, like they just like flinch from like everything.
Yeah. They're very terrifying in the remake.
Oh yeah. And mainly is because they don't flinch as much. I mean, they do eventually flinch if you like hit it enough with bullets, but it's rough.
You can at least parry the chainsaw.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And Leon actually runs in the remake. He actually moves.
Though they give him better movement in the remake, but he also, you would say, is a, how would you say it? He's a little heavier to control because of his movement being more realistic.
Yeah, I honestly kind of hate that. It really bothers me. In this game, if you let go of the run button, he just stops running. And the remake,
there's some momentum.
in order for him to stop running, you have to just fully stop moving.
Right.
But even then, he has to, like, skid to a stop. That really annoys me. I hate that so many modern games have started doing that.
I guess maybe for me, I've played so many modern games that do that, I just gotten used to it. But I can also see, like, from your perspective, if you haven't really played a whole lot of games like that, like, it would be kind of clunky at first and weird.
Ooh,
Shiny.
take that.
Ring's gonna go down. Ring, go down. Oh, you're here already. Okay.
Not just one, but two. El Gigante.
Uh,
Here's where I found the hold the grenade to move faster trick to be very effective.
that is true, Zach. Oh, it doesn't help when I don't have as much health. There we go. Blind.
I wonder if that's a thing. They must have meant to do that. That if you're just holding a grenade or an egg, that Leon moves faster. But I do still find it odd.
I kind of see it as like a balancing thing, like where it's like if you're holding a heavier gun, like it should be like slower, and if you're holding something lighter, he moves faster. Like I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, Brainer, are you going to try to actually actively kill both, or are you sending one into the lava? Because I'm going to be honest,
I could try
I
to kill
sent one
both.
into the lava. I mean, when I killed the one in here, the one that I didn't send into the lava pool, I was nearly out of ammo by the end of that fight. I was even firing magnum rounds of it and everything, and it just would not go down. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess I could attempt it.
I don't think you have the ammo after killing the one guard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might just be worth going for like one of them fall into the lava.
Unless you want to waste the RPG. I have no idea how you're able to so expertly weave between their legs. Every time I've done it, they always kick me.
You just have to time it right. Like, be very wary of their animations.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just a timing thing.
There we go. Shit. Well, gonna have to do this, because usually I would pull out the sniper rifle and take them out in just a few hits, but I can't do that with the other one constantly dogging me.
Yep. You might as well just use the knife, yeah.
Yeah, if only there was something I could do about that.
I was also thinking too, you're not like, you're running out of like ammo too. Oh, you're gonna say fuck it.
It's a
That
dick
was-
move.
The worst dodge ever.
Yeah, he dodged into the fall.
Whoa, wait a second. Did that guy flatten? Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
I don't think I had what I played.
don't know if that happened to me either.
Or if it did, I just don't remember it happening.
I thought they just stayed. Like they just like lay on the ground or something, but I guess not. Oh, that's maybe because you used the RPG. I don't know.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
wow. Jeez.
Boy, there we go.
Damn.
2 beats.
He just like comboed you.
Yeah, basically.
And into a hard knockdown, too. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. He didn't do Oki though, so he sucks at finding games.
I feel bad to keep using FGC terminology, but it's just, I can't get enough of it.
It's just too funny, yeah.
Come on.
And
get
then
down
watch
and
like
fucking
only like
use,
a
buddy.
nano, like 1% are gonna understand these jokes.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
As long as I understand it, that's all that matters to me.
yeah, that's true. Oh,
Oh, whoa.
well, that was weird.
Did it again. There we go. Oh boy. I really thought that would be enough. Fuck. Oh man.
No, don't get comboed.
I backed up at just the right second.
I mean, it didn't help the fact that the game decided to just say "fuck you" and went to block screen.
Yeah, I still don't know why it does that. Maybe something to do with my controller inputs. I have no idea.
I played
Hopefully
this
it's
game with a
still
controller on Steam, and I had none of those issues. It's really weird.
Come on, you.
Oh my god. He does not want to die.
Yeah, that's how I felt fighting one of these things. Just I blew so many shotgun shells into him, and he just refused to even show the parasite. I swear, I even tried sniping the parasites, and it doesn't seem to do as much damage for me as it does for Brand.
Oh, come on. Can you...
Like, you can't, like, shoot the face. God damn it. I swear I don't remember it being that hard.
No, it was for me. I wasn't even just stuck with the Red Knight. I was even using Magnum bullets, and he just won't go down.
Fucking final.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, let's just... There we go.
Oof.
And okay.
That was a proper dodge that time.
And I beat them with absolutely no cheating.
The RPG's not cheating. The game gives it to you.
I mean, it gives it to you, but people would be like, well, that's cheating, because that's like for lame baby players.
Well, right. I mean, Dark Souls players would say we're cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, Elden Ring players would say you're cheating for using a thing that the programmers put into the game.
Well, same audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, this fucking room. Ah, every room is this fucking room.
Honestly, this one didn't really bother me.
Oh, god damn it. I hate them.
I remember it just being kind of annoying. Like, it's not hard, it's just annoying.
I had the riot gun pretty powered up by this point. I was able to kill most of them in one shot. Maybe two. They're not nearly as annoying as the ones that go invisible.
Oh. And I have another full butterfly lamp. Okay.
Do you? Did that other one have a blue one?
What do you mean? Oh, no, Zach, I got them
the
early,
bug.
remember? In the other bug room?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
For some reason, I only saw it had green. I didn't know you put blue in it earlier as well.
I do prefer the treasure system in the remake.
Same.
I agree with that, yeah.
I prefer how spinals are used in that game as well.
It just gives you way more options to work with.
Yep.
Okay, that's one switch.
Wow, such a cool angle there, game.
Just go down already? They do not want me coming out
I
of
was
this
gonna say,
hole.
you have
Oh
the
god.
striker, so... It's time to strike him down.
Stay the fuck down. Okay, one more light to go. Oh, Magnum ammo. Okay, so it must be over here, and I assume a whole bunch of them are going to spawn.
Yep, it's gonna be fun times.
Fun with bugs.
What, does the flash grenades do anything to them? I forget.
I've honestly never attempted anything.
I don't think I did either. I don't think they do anything.
I think the incendiary grenades are pretty good against them, though.
Yeah, let's try it. Fucking god damn
Well,
it!
if
They
they
take
weren't
off.
flying, it would have been better.
It takes off so much damage when they grab you like that. Because they spit the acid no matter how much you waggle the stick.
Yep.
Fucking... fucking
God.
right
It
out
really
of...
just
That's
feel-
bullshit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That was fucking lame.
Yeah, fuck this game.
Yeah, this game is soulless.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you convinced me to play it.
Yeah, just re-edit the Crowcat video, but just make the original look soulless. Just reverse all the shots.
Remember when Resident Evil was a survival horror series? Now they turn it into a generic action game.
Yep.
To call this a generic action game is like an immense fucking like shift into wrong.
I'm gonna be honest, that was my thought at first when I was first watching people play it, and then I played it and I was like, oh, I understand now. I get it.
Well, even just like the art design, the enemy design, there's nothing about this game I would say is generic.
I mean, like, from the surface for me at least, it's just a third-person shooter.
I mean, I guess if you look at it like superficially and didn't really think much about it, and you only saw like a few screenshots or gameplay of it, sure, but
From the view of someone who had not touched the game, it doesn't look that exciting until you play it for yourself. And it's like, oh, it controls so well. The shooting is so good.
Like all the guns are pretty satisfying for the most part. Like like Brandon said, like the enemy design and how they work and stuff like that are fun to fight against. Like there's fun bosses. Like there's so much to this game. Oh yeah, there's always like something interesting happening around every corner too.
Yeah, there's so many memorable set pieces and really good level design.
Yep.
Oh god damn it, this part.
Oh, like this part.
But like, see, we remember this part. I have a hard time remembering games, even ones I love, but Resident Evil 4 keeps everything so fresh and so different that all of it is, like, I can pretty much remember every part. Like this one with the random fucking crusher parts.
Oh, yeah.
I also remember never dying to those, because you have to do a thing first.
Oh!
Wait, what?
You forgot to hit a switch.
I did?
Yeah, there's a switch that stops the middle one.
Oh. Wait. Is it back?
Not there. Not there.
I know
Okay.
it's the next one, isn't it?
You go past this one, and then there's
Yeah.
a switch.
Oh, I literally... Yeah, I see it now. Duh. Okay.
It does help that I beat this game, like, less than a month ago.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, and that's what allows you to wait underneath the middle one, so that way you can...
Yeah, I thought there was something about this part that you had to do something different. It's like, okay.
I mean, I will be honest, I completely forgot about the switch until Brandon died.
I mean, yeah. Because I didn't even notice the switch at all.
Just gives you a treasure.
End of chapter.
So you guys want to do some more, or you think we're good for tonight? We did 2 chapters.
I already brought up Indiana Jones. We should at least do the minecart segment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I can keep going.
Look, we haven't recorded in so long.
That
It's
too,
true.
yeah, that's what
We
I was
might.
thinking.
We should give the audience something big, so that just in case it takes us another month before we record anything.
And that way it takes me months to edit it. Hooray!
Yay!
Okay.
Unpaid labor for Brandon.
Oh boy, it's letter from ambiguous lady who is always ambiguous, and she will always be ambiguous forever. Once a plaga egg hatches, it's nearly impossible to remove it from the body. But if it... Okay, I'm sorry, I need to read this like Ada. But if it's before it hatches, then it can be neutralized by medication. If it does hatch, you might be able to get it out by surgery before it turns into an adult. But it won't be easy. There's a high chance you won't survive the operation. As far as I know, the girl was infected with the egg before you. Her time is ticking. You should prepare yourself for the worst case scenario. Love your honey.
XOXOXO Ada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love your honey before she kicks you off a cliff.
Got some rare things. What are you selling?
Oh. Duh.
Stranger, I don't think that Ada girl's worth it. You better go for someone else, mate.
I mean, I'm single, mate. Just saying.
What are you selling?
Leon, I hate to say this, but look, you're a simp.
Thank you.
I'm gonna report you back to Huntington. To Huntington.
What, because of it being a simp for Ada?
Is that all? Thank you.
Well, it's more
it's
just the situation itself when I think about it. It's just too funny.
Thank you. Is
Nah, I was referencing an Emperor's New Groove meme.
Oh,
yeah.
god damn it.
Zach only speaks in 5-second videos.
Thank you.
Okay.
5-second meme videos and Yokai Watch. Those are the only things I know.
And Guilty Gear.
And Guilty Gear. I can't believe I forgot about that one.
I mean,
feel
there's
so
Street
guilty.
Fighter 6 now, but
I still need to learn more about Street Fighter 6.
I mean, true, yeah.
Oh boy, this part. I mean, this is what's incredible about this game, right? Is that every single room in this part so far I've been like, oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, this. Like, everything's memorable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like, I know it sounds crazy to everyone when I'm just like, I don't know, it just kind of looks like an action game. But when you play it, it's more than that. But I'm also the person that if somebody tells me to play a game or watch a show, I will, like, literally go out of my way to do something entirely different. Like, you know, there's so many cool games announced that, you know, are cool, but the two I'm interested in are Baten Kaitos Remake and RZ. I mean, you know, there's a Gex remake, but I don't care about Gex.
Apparently a lot of people do, and I think it's just because it's got the Waz.
Probably, to be honest.
I feel like that's part of it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do have nostalgia for Gex.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'd say that there's definitely people that probably have more positive nostalgia for Gex than, like, Bubsy.
Who the fuck has positive nostalgia for Bubsy?
Oh, I know
For
some
that fucking
people
game.
that legitimately like those Bubsy games and have fond memories dying in one hit in the first level over and over and over again.
Oh, this was a good moment for the Mine Thrower.
all right, Zach, we get it. The Mine Thrower could do things.
I had to justify my purchase, Alec.
You're so cool, Zach. Look at you being a contrarian or different, whatever the fuck the word would be for it.
All right.
See, the Mine Thrower has a scope that allows you to aim better.
Oh, wow. Look at how useful that scope was.
The Mine Thrower goes beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
The Mine Thrower's funnier.
Is that your justification for using it?
Okay, my original thing was gonna be like, oh hey, the blast explosion of the grenade would not be big enough to hit all of them, and right before I could even say a word, they all fly, and I'm just like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Sorry, Zach. Mine thrower sucks. There's a reason why people don't use it. And the mine thrower substitute that they changed it into in the remake is way better.
Oh, it's way better, yes.
No, I love how it is in the remake.
But I spent the money on the Mine Thrower, and I had to justify.
Oh, guys, but we can't say any of this though because the remake is soulless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we also figured out too that this
I
game is
mean-
also soulless as well, so therefore every game is just fucking soulless.
Yep.
To switch back to the jaded part of me, is there any real reason for the RE4 remake to exist?
Because they made remakes of the other ones.
That's all I was saying. Like, they want to keep the story more consistent.
Is it really any good for people that have not played the original?
You.
I played the original before playing RE4 remake.
Well, Yeah, I mean,
Brandon, you'll remember I had no interest in the remake until I played RE4.
that's true, and I mean that's the thing, Zach. I think partly the design of the remake was based around being an answer to people that have played it, and they changed things up. And I would argue for the remake existence because part of what makes the remake of Resident Evil 1 so fun is because of how much it plays on your expectations from that game while also making a better game, and the remake of 2 does that as well. And you know, it's like, I get what you're saying because 4 is so fucking good, then why would you even bother? But if it has to exist, I think they did the 4 remake in the best way they could by making it just like the other remakes, where it's sort of improving and adding things, and it's its own flavor that, you know, plays on your expectations.
I'm not talking about 4 is so good it doesn't need a remake. It's more... Well, I mean, that is partly it, but it's also more like... Everything about a lot of the remakes, at least from what I hear, only matter because of the context of the original. Like you said, the RE1 make does so many things to mess with you if you are someone that played the original. But what if that's the first one you're playing? None of that matters then.
I suppose.
Well, I mean, there's also... You could also just say, too, it's more accessible for people and stuff like that, especially, like, for the newer generation. Because they may not just have, like, a PS1 or have, like, access to, like, older consoles to be able to play the older games, so they could just at least play the remake.
But the remake is so different, though.
But it's like, you could still play it on its own, though. It's not like you can't. Like, it's like, oh, you have to play the original. Like, you could still play the remake.
Many people
like...
played Resident Evil 2 for the first time because of its remake coming out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah.
It got a lot of new... I mean, a lot of new fans also came out of 7 and especially 8. But 2 also got a lot of people into the series. What am I fucking up here?
I was gonna say, Brandon, what the hell have you been doing this entire time?
I've been trying to figure out what to do.
Honestly, I'm trying to remember.
It's in that building. You haven't gone through it yet. The window, Brandon, the window. Back. It's behind. It's in the shack. Not there. There.
This shack.
It's in there.
Oh.
Yeah. I was wondering. I thought you were just looking for things you missed.
No, I was fucking blind. Was the problem.
Yeah, because you walked back to it like 3 times, and then you kept running away, and I was like, oh, Brandon knows what he's doing.
Yep. No,
I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while since I played
yeah.
this game, so I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I completely forgot what I was supposed to do. Right, the offering to the lion.
But I mean, like, I will say that's just all, when we were talking about remakes and stuff, that's all, like, how the old Jade in me used to think about it. And I still kind of do to some extent, but I've lightened up on a lot of it.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, Zach, I totally get where you're coming from, because, I mean, and, like, if you really actually think about it logically, it's like, yeah, I guess there's really no reason for them to exist, but... I don't know. I think for me, at least, I just like the fact they do exist. Like, they just are a thing, and they just had fun with it. They tried to change it up a bit. Like, at least they try to make it interesting, instead of it just being only just a remake.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where I easily would criticize it, and then I play RE4 Remake, and I'm like, oh, I like this. I gotta stop criticizing this stuff. No, but, I don't know. It's just kind of, like, my whole thing on remakes in general. Like, I said I wasn't excited for the Batten Kaitos remake, but that's just more so it could finally be released on a modern console.
And that's not even a
Which is a thing I
remake.
brought
They're
up
just
before.
kind of, you know, upraising the game and putting it on Switch.
Oh no, they're doing more than that.
They are?
They're adding adding accessibility features too.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's another thing you could say for remakes, is like they add accessibility stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that one I'm more talking about a direct remake, like
Oh,
purely
okay.
based on the original, but like
Sure.
upgrading. I gotta stop saying like.
Like the
Oh my God.
like the Resident Evil games are very much like the Resident Evil games are very much like full-on remakes, reimaginings of the original games. They're not so much just the same game again.
Yeah. Because see, when you said about like the jaded opinion about remakes, I thought you were just talking about in a general term. I didn't know you meant like as like a very specific kind of like.
I should have said it as reimaginings, but the new Resident Evil games that are based on the originals are called remakes, but they're technically more like reimaginings.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing.
I don't know, because, you know, there's tons of videos on this topic where people go into what really classifies a remake or a remaster or a reimagining, because so many other different games have done different takes on what that really means. Because, you know, I think of Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake as remakes, because you think about how, you know, how movie remakes work, where when people remake a movie, it's very much a different beast. Like, it's not like they're just remaking those same events. They are making a very different style. They might change some of the plot points. Like, the Resident Evil remakes are different in the same ways that movie remakes are different.
Yeah, because it's like it hits the same beats, but it's not exactly the same game. Like,
Yeah.
I was also going to mention too, like Final Fantasy VII Remake is so different to the original game. Like, holy fuck.
Yep, on top of not being the full game.
Yeah.
But I also love that game.
Chainsaw
Holy
Man.
shit, I did not expect to feel that way about it, but I really got into how they reinterpreted the characters, the stuff they added to the story, how everybody just has a lot more going on with them than they did in the original game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I also especially like too, like how they deal with Cloud as well in this remake.
Yep. Now, everybody's very lovable in the remake. Shut the fucking door.
Yeah, like the shotgun shut the door.
Oh, we got some more boys behind us. Yep.
A part of me really just wants the game industry to move forward instead of relying so much on nostalgia.
But Zach, how are they going to sell the games if it's not an IP you know? It has to meet the
I mean, yeah,
ridiculous high standards of what a AAA game should be selling, since it's the biggest media industry in the world right now.
Maybe if they stop putting like $50 million.
Zach, they can't do that. Everything
Can't
has to
do
be
it.
bigger because they have to make more money.
Orchestras. If games stopped using full big band orchestras for their music.
Well, why would they
Actually,
do?
you know what's
do
kind of
that?
funny? I find it extremely ironic how they actually do put a whole lot of money into these things, even though the company itself usually tries to be cheap on shit.
They always put money into the graphics and marketing, but usually never the programming for whatever reason, despite the fact that programming is what allows the game to exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just because people just like aesthetics over just like deeper subtext stuff. You know what I mean? It's just how it is.
Conquer makes me believe that's how people really are.
Yeah. I kind of hate thinking like that because it's just like a shitty way to think about things, but it's like it's kind of true. If I were to be honest.
I am trying to chill out on all that stuff, though. Lately, I've been thinking, just let people enjoy the things.
Oh yeah, it's not like it's like, oh, how dare you like these things? It's like, oh yeah, like I'll like people can like whatever the fuck they want. I don't care.
I'm just that shitlord type of guy. I'm legitimately excited for RZ, the CDI inspired game.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah. That looks fun.
I think that one's more impressive as a. It's not technically a remake, but I'm just gonna call it a remake because it's another attempt at doing the CDI Zelda games. I think that one's more interesting because Resident Evil 4 already worked. They already have a blueprint on how to make a good Resident Evil 4 game because Resident Evil 4 was already good. RZ, though, is based off the CDI games. And you can technically use those as a blueprint, but in the reverse order. Instead of, here's what we should do, it's, here's what we shouldn't do.
Right.
I think that's what makes it more interesting. Now, will it be a better game than RE4 make? No. But I don't need it to be a better game than RE4 make, I just want it to be good.
Like on its own, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even working with the same budget level, of course. It's, you know, probably working with the same budget they had when making those CDI games back in the day. Which, you know, admirable seeing them still do that full, kind of cheesy-looking hand-drawn animation.
I'm impressed by how well they were able to replicate it.
Well, it's the same people.
I know, but it was also been, like, so long.
Including the same voice actors who look so old in their little booth recording these lines again.
What it must have been like to be one of those voice actors and then suddenly get called back. Hey, you knew that shitty thing you were in decades ago? Would you like to do it again?
Yeah.
Brandon, it hasn't started yet.
But I want to get it quick. Oh.
No, you can't.
Oh.
Can't start early, Brandon.
First of all, not done with that shit. I forgot there were 2 collapsing ceilings in this game.
I completely forgot how much more we still had to go before we even got to the minecart.
I know. This game is so much
there's
shit.
a lot more than I remember.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we
speaking
go.
of it-
I think after this we should officially stop.
Yep.
Because if we kept going after this, it would take Brandon 2 months to edit instead of just 1 month.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
This is actually a good part for the Punisher, by the way. Probably the only really good part for the Punisher.
Oh boy. No vacancy.
In essence, if there's one thing to know about me, audience, I just like playing the weird shit. I like obscure, random nonsense. Or giving games a shot that never really got a shot, like Yokai Watch.
This is why we really should play more like indie games and stuff like that. I really should try to find some indie games that I could do like Let's Plays of for this channel.
Yeah, same.
Same. I recently bought Growl Lancer. I have no idea what it is, but I found it at Sci-Fi Valley Con. I said, I'm gonna play it. I played the first little bit of it. It's interesting, but right now I'm more focused on RE4 Remake. I'm gonna finish Steven Universe. And I'm going to finish RE4 Remake and Steven Universe, so that way the next time I do a random bullshit thing, I can be like, Brandon, I've beaten RE4 Remake and RE4 and Steven Universe, and therefore I'm gonna do more of my random nonsense.
Just keep firing. Just keep firing. Oh my god, in a remake, this would be like a totally different story.
Alright, grab the shotgun shells! No.
Oh. Oh, I really should have.
Fuck. Oh no.
Oh no!
Kick.
None of this bullshit. Okay. Stop throwing your goddamn axes. The momentum is not going to carry into my face, sir. With all this... Oh.
Oh, this physics that are happening right now.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yep.
It's extremely satisfying.
Yeah, the minecart section is very different in the remake. Like, the way I would describe it is that it's even more of a minecart section than in the original.
Actually, yeah.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna handle this?
Oh, no. Fuck.
I guess maybe the incinerated grenades, but...
Well, you see, Brandon, if you had the Punisher...
Oh, God.
Oh no, Zach's bullshit's coming back.
The Punisher was actually very useful here. No cap. On God, for real, for real.
For real, for real. See, we're hip and cool.
No problem.
I guess it wasn't too bad, yeah.
The Punisher would have used less bullets because it could penetrate, but you know. You did do very well.
See, something I find, like, hilarious about you, Zach, is the fact that, like, Like you will do a thing like on your own, and you'd be like, oh yeah, my way was like so much better. But then like there'll also be situations too, like where like you accidentally kind of fucked yourself over, and then you'd be like, oh well, see, I had to do it much harder because I was fucked in this situation.
That's just me admitting responsibility that my own meme bullshit puts me in dangerous situations. I don't judge the game for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes me better. I just think it's funny. Oh, I actually died during this part. I wasn't expecting to mash X. I'm just using that moment to quickly explain that.
Oh.
So much shotgun
So
shells.
many
Oh my
shotgun
god!
shells.
Oh, god damn it!
Oh, I didn't get any. Fuck.
I was just using that time to say, I do a lot of meme shit that makes things harder on me, like using the mine thrower or the Punisher. But if a segment is harder for me because of that, I don't blame the game. And I don't blame anyone for not doing those things. Do not buy the mine thrower. Don't do it. Not in this game.
I mean, I know what you meant and stuff like that when you say all this stuff. I was just saying it's funny because it's like whenever like someone else is in a fucked up situation and you're just like, oh, if you could have used those.
I like talking about that kind of stuff. It allows me to give something to talk about beyond just, hey, you just shoot people in the minecart section. And then
I
you
know,
die.
yeah.
The Punisher and the mine thrower are things most people would never really use.
All right.
Oh, okay, that was the end of the chapter.
Now we go to what looks like to be a Salazar's tower. Well, that wraps up part 8 of Resident Evil 4. A lot of really good stuff in this part in terms of the action set pieces and all the other stuff that makes this game still, to this day, one of the best games ever made. And its remake, and the reason why the remake is so good is just, frankly, a testament to this game and how the team has learned over time making the new remakes. So join us next time for what will hopefully be the end of the castle and the beginning of the island as we hopefully start to trek towards the end of this long, bloated but in a good way kind of action game.